usually when I do an outside sales call, I will try to get it through in about 2 minutes to a new customer. And then sometimes they'll even come in and say, you have a minute. And I'll say, tell you what, give me 45 seconds, I'll give you the other 15. But I have a little punch list, and I use this. I have found out what works, and I can tell you why I do what I do. But I basically, with the new customers, I come in and say, you know, if it's okay with you, I need 60 seconds just to tell you about me and the company. And then, you know, they kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever. And so I always say I grew up in Minnesota. I graduated from a small Catholic college. My mentor, the person I've always wanted to be the most like, who I could be a shadow of, was my father, and he was a dairy farmer. So after college, I said, if someone like my father ever comes to work for me, simple Minnesota dairy farmer with strong work ethic and character, without a college degree, it would never work. It would never matter at Beyond, because, you know, the person I learned the most from was my father. I learned a lot from college, but I learned 100 times more from my father. Number two, I'd promote from within. I'd never forget the people next to me. I would take the purchasing agents, the salespeople, the shippers, the admin. My future management team would come from the people that did the work. We have 170 employees. Every manager has started rank and file, but I'd never forget that. Three, I would try to keep my employees' retirement. I knew that they would you know, give their heart and soul to me, and I would make sure that we protect them during recessions. We've been in business 25 years, and we have never had a layoff. I would try to flip the org chart upside down and be my job to serve, my job to work hard. And anyway, so the presentation kind of, you know, why do I use it? Grew up in Minnesota. That, again, this is all I've thought this out. Grew up in Minnesota. People think Minnesota, Midwestern people are nice. You know, my dad was a dairy farmer. Obviously, I've learned the value of hard work. You know, I also say I've never hired from a competitor, and there's integrity. But when they're all said and done, my little 1 minute or 2 minute speech says a lot of the credo. And it says a lot of the humility and our honesty and our character. And I think too many people sell widgets, and you need to sell yourself. Sell yourself, kind of the rules I've always used, and other, you know, I didn't make this up, but sell yourself, sell the company, and then sell the product. A lot of times by the time I get to product, they are so sold on Beyond, and hopefully me, that they almost take this over. They're so excited that we're so different than everybody else that they like, give me your line card, where's your catalog? Let's find something, let's work together, I want to get something started. And, you know, we kind of take it from there. After I'm done doing this, I pretty much try to shut up, because it's now, if I've done my job, and if I've got them interested, they are excited, and I need to let them take over the presentation. A lot of times by 2 or 3 minutes, they become the next half hour, and they're so excited and talking to me and sharing ideas, and then I just ask questions and kind of try to keep, you know, throw a little kindling on the fire as they're excited to talk about us and things I've never heard. And, well, you know, Lou, I've never been promoted at my company. I've been here 20 years. You know, Lou, I have a high school degree, and I've never gotten a chance at my company. Or, you know, I've been laid off 5 times in the last 7 years. And so they start talking about things that have happened throughout their career, and we talk about it. We end up talking kind of philosophy and heart and theory so much that by the time we get to product, they feel like they want to give it to us. Even if they bought from someone for a lot of years, you know, when you talk about things that nobody else talks about, they're interested in, and we do. But the most important thing is, you know, use your heart, sell, you know, come up with a great presentation, and, you know, deflect credit to those around you. Make sure that everybody you work with gets the credit, and anything you can do to make other people look good is who we are.